So, as you guys know, there was a settlement that happened where players are owed back pay and they're getting paid, and a large portion of the budget is going away.
We were doing so good, Borky.
They are looking for ways to mitigate the losses of that. Ross Dellinger reporting, with the NCAA's government structure, officials are seriously considering changes to permit schools to display corporate logos on their football fields. While more debate is expected next month within the NCAA Playing Rules Oversight Committee, blah, blah, blah. Administrators expect a resolution that opens the door for on-field sponsorships and perhaps corporate patches on player jerseys. 2 days into the 3-day administrative meetings in Destin, questions loom about the future of college sports, scholarship reductions, roster sizes, blah, 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 blah. Of all the swirling uncertainty, the many doubts and unanswered questions, one thing is quite clear. College athletic departments in the age of direct compensation are exploring ways to find untapped revenue sources. Here's a direct quote from Scott Strickland, athletic director at Florida, formerly at Mississippi State, not the baseball coach. I believe the NCAA is going to allow us to put a sponsor logo on the field during the regular season. That's an obvious revenue stream that has not been there in the past. Pro sports are putting patches on jerseys. That doesn't seem like something that's crazy for us to consider these days. According to those with knowledge in the space, according to Ross, field logos on the 25-yard line are expected to fetch at least $1 million annually for an SEC program. Jersey patches could be upward of $5 million per season or more. Prideful of their tradition, it's unclear if any SEC program would swap their midfield logo for corporate sponsorship, a risky endeavor, but as you can imagine, it would fetch a lot of money. Hey, Dad, your thoughts? Patches on jerseys, sponsors on the field.
The Bulldog Initiative and the Grove Collective have a chance to do the funniest thing ever. I'd at least call Charlie. I'd at least call Keith Carter and see what he says. See how much it costs. Don't tell me some State fan, by the way, wouldn't be like, how much did they say? I got it.
You know what's it?
Some Ole Miss fan would do the same.
I love one thing about this. And what I love about this is it wouldn't cost you, the fan, a dime. That's what I love. That's what I love about this.
Good news there. It's not going to be like they're not going to like replace the state script or the big M in the middle of the field, right? It's just going to be on the 20-yard line. There's going to be
Mississippi Ford dealers.
Yeah, Ford.
C-Spire.
Yeah, C-Spire is a good example. That I would imagine they'll get in on that. And it'll be something you don't know really. I mean, are we really? How hard do you really look at the field? Yeah, I don't.
Right.
Like I look at the yard lines. I need to know that. But that's about it.
You guys know this about me by now. I am pro fan. I think that you guys are getting treated the worst in this deal. And when the settlement came down, one of my first thoughts was they're going to make up these losses not by being more fiscally responsible. Instead of having golf coaches that are making $500K a year and reducing that to some degree and being more responsible with their spending instead of the bloated garbage that they do right now, they're just going to make you guys pay for it. This is not making you guys pay for it. So at least that is something. So I do like that. And this will be out of sight, out of mind so quickly. So you might hate the possibility of a sponsor being on your team's jersey. Although, hey, Ole Miss fans, it's already happened to you. It's already happened to you. I don't know if you remember the helmets that you wore. That was a sponsored thing, so you've already done it. I'm a big NBA fan. You guys know that. The NFL does not have sponsored jerseys, but the NBA does. At first, I noticed it. Now I don't.
And you don't notice it
I don't
after a
even
while.
see them anymore. They're there. I don't see them. They're gone.
I noticed them in the tweets that came out. They're like, hey, the Lakers are wearing this. And you look at it and you go, okay, well, whatever. And then you watch the game and you don't see it.
It's not there. It's like power lines. Yeah. If you were driving on a road, like the entrance of my neighborhood, there's a power line that runs from the entrance of my neighborhood, and there's like a winding road before it gets to the main road in town. power line that runs the entire length of the street. And I was thinking about this today. If that power line was put up now, I would notice it. Like, oh, that's ugly. Why is there put a power line here? But it's always been there, and I never notice it. I don't even know it's there. So something like this at first is going to feel ugly to you, and within a snap of a finger, you're not even going to see it anymore. It'll just be there. And by the way, there was a lot of criticism that were centered on, oh, well, we're corporatizing college football, and that's not you mean like when you wake up in the morning and put on College Game Day presented by Home Depot?
Yeah.
When it's the SEC on ABC brought to you by Capital One?
Yeah.
Guys, even though it's not a corporate company, what is it, John and Sandy Black Pavilion at Ole Miss?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that's there? Because they paid for it.
Yeah. Well, man, the
Kroger
court,
Field at Kentucky.
Craddock Court, right?
Yeah.
Craddock Oil, yeah.
But Kroger Field at Kentucky.
Kroger's.
Kroger's. Does anybody know it? You don't even think about it anymore.
Yeah.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Do you think about that as too corporate? It's just what it is.
It's where the Falcons play.
Yeah, it's just where they play.
The SEC championship game is. Yeah.
I mean, Heinz Field, people didn't even associate Heinz Field with ketchup. It's just that's what it was called.
Yeah.
It's Heinz Field. Not anymore. It's some tech company, but
it's still Heinz Field.
Yeah.
That's truly great branding when they can change the name and people say, nah. People just say, no, nah, it's still Heinz Field.
It is.
Yeah.
But so
I'm not calling it that.
I know that there's going to be some, oh, this stinks reaction. And truly, I understand. But college football is already corporatized in a big way, and I'm telling you, you're not going to notice. You're not going to. And there are ways that they can get creative with it, like the Realtree deal with Ole Miss. If Realtree wanted to get involved, that's easy. They've already done it.
Yeah.
If Mossy Oak wanted to get involved, they've already done it. It's already a thing. So, anyway. 601-879-4395. Somebody says, before long, college sports will look a lot like NASCAR. That would be kind of funny if you had, like, Maryland. I mean, look at Maryland's helmet. It already is the quarter panel of a NASCAR anyway.
Yeah.
Just slap Goodyear tires and
Kiffin sitting there in the full pit crew suit.
Oh, man. No doubt. Oh, somebody makes a joke at Davis Wade's expense. I see that. That was funny. I can't read that, but that was funny.
It wasn't funny.
CJ says Sports Talk miss on each 20-yard line.
Now I want that picture of you and me that we did yesterday. I want that right there.
We need to get that on the video board. If they do like fan submissions, we got to do that at one of the two places.
Yeah.
Patches and logos everywhere is going to have the players looking like Ricky Bobby's car at the end of Talladega Nights. I'm here for it.
As long as it's not over their visor, you know.
Somebody says you don't think corporate sponsors won't pass the cost along to consumers. In what way?
I mean, corporate people already pay for advertising.
I mean, in life, do corporations control the cost of their products? Yeah, but if it's not like if C Spire hypothetically were to sponsor the field at Ole Miss and Mississippi State, your phone bill's going up. That's not how. No, that's not how that would work.